to go. Let's then talk about correcting low to moderate hyperopia. Cary, why don't you start us out on this one?
Well, that's I had an interesting take on this one because I started out doing this for treating astigmatism, amblyopia, in high hyperopes. Basically one eye being hyperopic, the other being close to plano. And I found, and actually wrote a paper about this. It was published in China, but I found actually improved results with this with treating amblyopia with an Ortho-K lens because it's got more of a pinhole effect on the macula. And so I actually was able to do more with my amblyopic patients. Even patients that responded to treatment with other means actually responded to Ortho-K. But on your topic of hyperopia, yes, that look at hyperopes are always in need of plus. It's a forever thing. You can't give them enough plus. I think we underestimate this. So in Ortho-K, we can design hyperopic designs that actually provide even multifocal effects in the mid-periphery that can actually sustain a near point stress for a hyperope and actually make that a lot better for them. So I found really great success with this. It's also a marvelous thing that I've used in patients that are pre-presbyopic that are on computer screens all day. So they're just they might be low hyperopes, but they are using a lot more than low hyperopia to do those screens. So it's a wonderful therapy and treatment for these, I think the CVS and these other kinds of near point stresses that are going on. And certainly our hyperopes want freedom. They don't want to wear glasses. They're used to not having to wear anything. All of a sudden the bottom falls out when they're 35, and then they can't focus and they can't see. But hyperopic design is a learning curve. Again, it's something that I would recommend going to a place like Vision by Design to learn how to do this, or taking workshops on it, because it's not. It's the opposite of myopic. It's you're pushing inward instead of pulling outward. It's more of the push in and create the steeper center part of the cornea.
Yeah, and Matthew Martin, do you have a lot of experience with hyperopic Ortho-K patients?
Yeah, I've been doing Hyperopic Ortho-K honestly for probably about 20 years, but my success has been mixed, or at least early on. I finally we did an episode on Trans-Limbal Hyperopic Ortho-K, and that has been really pretty super. So the patients that do well on that really absolutely love that, because that's that larger design. It's more comfortable. You can push more plus there and get a better result. Obviously, there's a lot to learn, and I feel like the learning curve for myself, I still have a long ways to go. Like, it's going to be a never-ending learning thing. But man, some of my patients are just bonkers about it. I have one particular one in mind who's a pastor who he just loves it. He's like, this is the best. I can read my paperwork. I can see my congregation. He's like, this is wonderful. It has been really, really fun to start exploring more of that. Now, I've got some children too, which talking about it very off-label here, but I have worked with some children who were esophoric position, and then we're able to push that plus with the hyperopic Ortho-K. Now, those weren't necessarily Trans-Limbal designs, but the results there have been fantastic. I can think of at least two of them who went from struggling with their hockey game, because we were discussing hockey, to just being rock stars. And it's because they wear their retainers. They get that extra plus they need. It seems to just work better for them. And the success for those kids has been out of sight. Comfort's been good. Health has been good. It's been a really good experience.
Yeah, for sure. And Leah, any experience with hyperopic Ortho-K? And then let's also talk about how do you communicate that to your patients, because it's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, no, I love Hyperopic Ortho-K. I think it is so fun and awesome to be able to give this option to patients. They're so grateful. They love it. Had adults, patients, even presbyopes. They're all, they're just so excited about the lifestyle of it all. I think one of my favorite cases has been like a plus for little girl. She was probably 11 or 12, and she was a dancer. And she also had accommodative esotropia too, right? And so she had to always wear her glasses. But when you're dancing, you can't wear your glasses on performance stage and things like that. And we were able to give her enough plus so that she doesn't have that accommodative esotropia. And it's just an amazing option that I don't think enough doctors know about. And Matthew, I was really curious. Yeah, I saw your latest podcast on the Trans-Limbal. I haven't done Trans-Limbal, so I'm not doing that for Hyperopic Ortho-K, but It's really awesome. I love it.
If you're interested in getting the rest of the episode, consider becoming a paid supporter of the Myopia Mindset. In addition to an extended version of this episode and every other episode that we do, you'll also get access to exclusive monthly bonus episodes of the Myopia Mindset. And I know you're interested. You've made it this far. You can do so on our Substack, myopiamindset.substack.com. I'll see you at the next one.